Africa Anti-Corruption Day is dedicated to give prominence to the anti-corruption fight on the continent. It is also marked to commemorate the adoption of the African Union Convention on Preventing and Combating Corruption. To this end, the Christian Women Against Corruption took to the streets of Abuja to express their zero tolerance for corruption in Africa, since corruption, they believe, is a cankerworm which is rooted in Africa. In an interview with Clearview News, Ejiro Otive Igbuzo, the Assistant General Overseer of Palace of Priests Assembly, identified corruption as the core problem facing Africa.
A major problem that Africa faces with governance today has to do with corruption. People who are charged with responsibility of managing national funds actually dipping their hands in the coffers, and utilizing the resources for selfish gains. That has been our problem in Africa. And in Nigeria, we know how deep it is, to the point that I think Nigeria ranks about 144th out of 175 countries when you look at the depth of corruption in the nations that have been assessed. And it is for that reason that our government has decided to prioritize anti-corruption. It's one of its key priorities.
Ejiro also enumerated the major roles the church has to play in curbing corruption in Africa.
As Christians, we should not be found wanting when it comes to the issues of corruption. So like the church, for example, we are very particular about the church not being part of the corruption that has eaten deep into the country. And we think that we cannot give what we don't have. So first of all, we are addressing the issue within ourselves to say, what do we need to do? First of all, to be upright, and then secondly, to groom the next generation of people who will help to stamp out corruption from our country.
Corruption is undoubtedly the most pressing governance and development challenge that Africa is confronted with. Many believe that defeating corruption will put Africa on that of growth and development. Chinedu Mbatwegu, reporting for Clearview Television.